Hello everyone, this is your girl here, Jaden. It's promising to be another interesting time here on my YouTube channel. How are we today? I trust everyone is fine, being happy, looking after yourselves. Today I want to make a quick video concerning fear. Yes, you heard me correctly. What are you afraid of? That should be my question to everyone. Take a minute and think about, maybe not a minute because I don't have that luxury of time here on YouTube. But have you thought about this? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of criticisms? Are you afraid of what people would think of you, people's opinion of you, how they will perceive you? Oh my God, what if they don't appreciate what I do? What if they don't validate me? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not outspoken enough? I want you to take a moment and think about it. And just so you know, the reason I'm talking about this, some of these issues we discuss here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, is not to entertain you. Guys, the world we live in has advanced to the point that you can actually learn and develop from anywhere. It doesn't have to be within the four walls of a university anymore. Education is good, by all means, get education. But education is not a one-off thing. That's where some of us get it wrong, especially back home in Africa, in Nigeria. We go to school and we think, oh, that's it. We dump our certificates and we move on and we think we are educated. No, we're not. We merely went to the university and followed through a program, finished it, but you need to continuously educate yourself. Education is a life thing, guys. Everywhere you go, in every advanced country, when you're educated in a particular field of study, you continually learn. If you want to remain in that field, that's okay, but every now and again, sometimes yearly, sometimes twice in a year, some other times every 2 years, every 3 years, you must have to be doing something. You must have to be retraining, getting information. Information is power, guys. You can never have enough of information. So back to what I was saying about fear. Fear is huge. It's a huge emotion. Fear is the same emotion as love, is the same emotion as hate, is the same emotion as to be honest, fear is something that can literally paralyze your life if you allow it to. It's very interesting because I've come across researches, I've come across books where it was stated that majority of the times the things we fear, I think it's around 90% of the times, the things we fear never come to pass. They never happen. In other words, we will spend the majority of our lives, the majority of our time thinking and worrying and getting scared and getting disturbed, literally to the point of putting our lives on hold because we're worried this will happen, because we're afraid this will not happen, because we are afraid of what people will say, because they might think we're stupid, they might think we're ignorant. Guys, no one really cares. People talk about things and they move on. People will always have their opinions. People will always have their impression about you. As a matter of fact, people form their opinion about you from a distance. They judge you by what you look like. They judge you by what you say. They judge you by how you dress. They judge you by your accent. We will always judge. That's the truth. But it is now for you not to allow yourself to come under that stampede. How can you live your life wondering what people will say? How can you live your life standing on the edge, being worried, being scared of even starting? Fear will immobilize you. I'm sorry, the camera keeps. I told you this is not a perfect system yet. But someday we will get there, guys, with your support. So talking about support, please like and share this video. Tell your friends. And we'll grow together, and I will always be grateful. So back to fear. Fear, when we talk about hearing voices in mental health, we make reference to things like auditory hallucinations. By this, I mean hearing things alone, things that other people around you cannot hear. Some people who have mental health issues, it could be schizophrenia, it could be psychosis, it could be all manner of mental health issues. But usually within psychosis, you hear voices, sometimes from your tummy, sometimes you think there are people speaking to you. We treat some of these things with medication, usually at the onset of that acute episode of mental health. So, but apart from that type of voice, hearing voices and responding to stimuli, to unseen stimuli, there is this tiny voice. A book I read the last time described these voices as chatterbox. Your chatterbox, always talking. They are in your head. Everyone has it. They tell you it is not safe to wake up. They tell you that woman that looked at you now is full of hate. They tell you you're too old to go back to school. Those voices tell you, oh, the weather is horrible, you had better not step out of your house. Those voices will tell you, why go on YouTube? Guys, if I tell you when I started nurturing this whole passion of going to YouTube, speaking out about things that I believe in, you would not believe it. I've made videos. Some of them I've lost them in my old phones because I was too afraid to take that bold step. So when I talk about fear, I am not exonerating myself. I have felt it. I've lived that emotion, and I still do. And fear is actually good in a way, because it warns you of your environment. The brain, guys, the way the brain is created, is made, is to look out for dangers around you, to warn you of the immediate danger around your environment. Your brain will tell you to be mindful. You're walking through a path and it's dark. Oh my God, be wary of sneaky things. There might be creepy things around here. Are you sure there's nobody behind? Some of these emotions are okay. It helps you to be conscious of your own safety. It warns you when you get on the motorway, not just to jump on the road, but to look around you, to follow the signs of safety, the road signs, and to observe your environment, to step on your brake, to look all around you and make sure you have established your safety before you maneuver. These are the fundamental roles the brain plays in our lives. Your brain will warn you when you're going to burn your fingers, when you're using sharp objects in the kitchen. Your brain's primary responsibility is to warn you of danger. So it's okay to be afraid. Fear is is healthy. But when it becomes a problem is when you allow fear to immobilize you, when you allow fear to bring you to the point of paralysis. How can you not get up in the morning and go? Everyone feels like that, but you have to suppress that fear. It's an emotion that you can control. Those chatterboxes, when they come to you and tell you you're not good enough, you can't do this, you're not beautiful enough, say no. If you're talented with your hands, if you think you would be better, try and fail. Guys, it's okay to try. Like myself, I finally got to the point where I said to myself, life is a gift. It is a very interesting time to be alive. And what do I have to lose? Nothing. I can try YouTube. If it doesn't go well, fine, but I've tried. I don't want to lie down on my bed when it's old and finished and I look back, oh my God, I should have done this. Oh my God, why did I not carry through with this? No. By that time it will be late. And I'm saying the same thing to every one of us. Please do not let fear take over your life. Jump through, make the mistakes. They are part of learning. Most people that succeeded in life are the people that got up and did whatever they had to do. Don't stand on the edge and be a spectator anymore. If you need to take some steps to change your life, by all means do. If you think you'll be better off in a different environment, move. You have no explanation to everybody. You don't need to wait for people to validate you. There's something about success, guys. Success is attractive. Just like the eyes will always gravitate towards anything beautiful. When you succeed, especially in a good way, people will always be happy with you, including your enemies. It's just a natural thing. But how can you even begin when you don't try? So the things I do to help me, which I am hoping you might find helpful as well, is to remind myself who I am. First of all, I'm a human being created by God Almighty. I'm not here to fill in gaps and spaces. I'm not a spectator. I have the same human parts like every other human being. I have the ability, the stability to make efforts. If somebody is doing it, why can't I? If people are on YouTube and they're succeeding, why not me? You know, remind yourself, it is also good for your mental health. Whatever you believe in, I know this is YouTube. This is a huge space and a huge platform. And like I said when I started, I don't want this to be faith-based. I don't want this to be about religion. But we have things we believe in. I believe in God. Some other people might believe in different things. It's okay. But whatever that force is in your life, whatever that motivation, whatever that higher being that you believe in, hold firmly onto that and tell yourself you are here to make a difference. Tell yourself you are good enough. You don't need anybody to validate you. You don't need any man or woman to tell you it's okay to get up now. No, like I said, get up, try and fail. That's okay. Try again. Do something else. Keep on changing. Life is evolving. Times are flying. And there's no better time to be alive. There's no better time to try. If I can sit down in my living room and have this conversation and everybody has access to it, all my subscribers, what are you saying? How can you not be known? So look for materials. There are huge information out there. In my kitchen, I have some things I wrote down myself that I put on the wall. When I'm cooking, I'm seeing it. You're good enough. Tell yourself, make these affirmations. Remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself that life is a gift and you don't want to live your life in fear. You don't want to live your life in regrets in the future. It doesn't have to be anything sophisticated. Yes, you've been to school. Yes, you have these degrees, but you know what? I want to take up this training in XYZ. I want to take up this training in fashion. I want to try this. Tomorrow, you will be surprised at the huge success. Many a times we hope for this and that to happen, whereas all we need to do is look within. But then you need to come to the point where you say to yourself, I am taking control now. I am going to take hold of my life. I am in control. I no longer have to worry about anyone, whatever anyone says. I no longer have to wait for someone to tell me, oh, your hair is beautiful. Oh, you have this, you have that. No, these are human beings like you. And just so you know, everyone has the same fear. Most people go through fears in life. Like I said, it's a natural thing, it's an emotion that we all have. So when you're in your house worrying about somebody's opinion about you, and as a result not doing what you should be doing, that other person is probably in her own house, in his or her own house, worrying about what you are thinking or what the next person is thinking. So it's unfortunate, guys, that we don't realize how much we have in us. We don't realize how much we can do. We don't realize how much we can achieve. But I'm hoping that after listening to this video, you will get up, you would feel the fear, but you will still take action. Do not be a spectator. Tell yourself, I am tired of watching others succeed. I am tired of waiting for people to tell me what they think. When you have an idea, run with that. Run with the idea. Let it be stupid. Don't share too much, because when you do, you open the room for criticisms, for people who are not even sure of themselves, let alone advising you and influencing the decisions you make. These are the social and environmental factors we allow huge impact into our lives, into our dreams. I'll probably make a video about that at some point. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you are in control. Take hold of your life, feel the fear, but get up and do the work, and you will be surprised. That is the only solution. That's the only antidote to fear. You know that thing you're fear of? Get up and do it today. There's no other solution. If you like, go for counseling. If you like, pray. If you like, fast. That fear will still be there until you take action. Get up and do something today. And I hope to see you again soon. I'm sorry if I came across as a bit, but sometimes when I speak about these things, I become passionate. And if I'm not aware, my voice can be raised a little bit. It's by no means being disrespectful. I'm not telling you what to do in that way, but I want you to understand the gist of this conversation. Please run with it. Make that difference. Start today and be the person you're created to be. Share this video, like and subscribe, and by all means leave your comment. I am so eager to hear what you say. You can comment on anything, the subject, the look. If you think I can do, by the way, I'm doing my makeup myself. It's not perfect. If you have tips, you can share. If you're interested in what I have on, you can also request. I am going to leave all the links, but I have to wait for you to lead in this aspect. Look after yourselves. All the love from me. Stay blessed until I see you again. Bye now.